Hello, good evening, everyone. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're
Good
good, thank
evening,
you.
good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are. We are here from Canada. Another our regular live on Thursdays, and it's supposed to be four of us. Here we are missing our friend Dina. She's not able to be with us tonight, but here, you ladies, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I'm Amelia from Victoria, British Columbia.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and good evening. My name is Claudia from Toronto, Canada.
And of course, my name is Danka, and I'm from Toronto, here in Canada. So basically, we're all just different parts of Canada. So we are missing one of our teammates, but we do have a scheduled meeting with our friend who is finally find time to have a minute to be with us. So we are going to talk to her and then share a little bit. How things are going, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. And let's bring her here. And her name is Andrea, and she's also here from Canada.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Good evening.
Andrea.
Here you
Hi,
are. Hi,
Andrea.
Andrea. How are you?
I'm
Well,
good, thank you.
thank you
Nice
for
having you here.
yeah,
No
we were
worries. Thank you for having me. It's a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
yeah, we are really happy that you finally had a minute to be with us here. So, well, yeah, I just wanted to say we're grateful, and I just mentioned earlier, as we told you, like we'll be four of us, but tonight is only three because Dina
That's
wasn't
okay.
able to be here. But
Life
that's
happens.
okay. We as well, we'll talk, and share your experience and our experience together with you. So go ahead, Andrea. If you have a minute, we'll ask you questions. So for start, maybe you should just introduce yourself to let our followers let who are you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for having me again. And it's a pleasure to meet the three of you. My name is Andrea, and I'm a mom of four kids. I'm a nurse by education, but I do work in an insurance field right now. I adjudicate claims. And I run my online business actually with my husband,
Oh,
Zvonko, who's a
wow.
millwright. And usually the way we do it is that I am the one that's sort of at the front of it and he's in the background of it and he's helping. Because, in a business, it's not just business. It's not just one little thing. It's a whole family's involved, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have to
It is.
continue running the family as well. So, yes.
Well, thank you for that. That was nice and short. So Amelia has a question for you too.
Wow. You're a nurse, eh? And then your husband is a millwright.
Yes.
And my husband is a millwright too. And then I work as a healthcare position.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's so close. That's why we need something else that can have our like
Yes.
flexibility. So going forward, I'm gonna ask you something. What triggered your decision to work online? What is your biggest why to do it? Can you give
Well,
us?
I have actually two that are really main for me, and that is to spend more time with the kids and also secure my golden years, right? But for me, this was not that just happened from one day to another, that I just decided this is what I wanted, right? Already when I was going to school to become a nurse, there was a reason why I became a nurse because I come from a country that was war torn. And one of the ways to leave the country was really to become a nurse. So that was, in a way, when I was 15, it was my ticket out to, at least if the parents stay, at least the child can leave the country and, have a better life, right? But once I left and I finished the school, I had the diploma, I left and I was out in the world. I already knew I didn't really want to do 12-hour shifts, hospital, even though I loved it. Like, I love it and I miss it, and it's a job that I love, but there was always downsides to that particular setup. And I remember when I was in school and then we had to do those night shifts and 12-hour shifts and as a student, it was not easy. So I remember from being very young already always thinking there must be something else, and I will always keep seeking and looking. So really, by the time I found this, by the time I really decided now is the time, I'm ready for it. I was already over 40 years old and I already had my fourth child. So, but it never left my mind. It was just something I felt I was ready to recognize the clues that we sometimes get from life, and then when I saw this opportunity, I just decided, I looked at it, and to me it spoke. I felt something good, and I decided this is it, because I've seen others before, but I always brushed them off.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much. And you know, as in our field, healthcare, you're a nurse, I'm a healthcare worker, and we work all the time. And
Yeah.
we work. We have like 3 to 4 jobs, but we don't have savings at all. And then when we stop working, we're worrying about our retirement. So that's why that's triggered me to go online too. So moving forward, Claudia have something to ask you,
Yep.
if you don't
Go
mind.
ahead.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, wow, Andrea, this is so true, and this is the life of many people.
Yeah, I think it's her internet, right?
This is the life for many people out there, that they don't have the time. They don't have the time for family. They don't have the savings. They don't have so many things, right? And this is what we're trying to encourage everyone that is looking at us right now, our audience, that, having a digital business, it's truly a great blessing, because it
Yeah.
is digital. You take it with you anywhere you go, and you're able to work with your family beside you, and stuff like that. So this is one of the message that we just want to share and encourage viewers. So thank you so much for coming and encouraging our viewers. My question to you, Andrea, I know you said your background is nurse, but the system, right? The system. Did you have any background in technology, or are you a tech savvy, or like, if you're not, how did you find the system? So for the people there that are skeptical and scared of technology, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say number one, technology changes so much that even if you're tech savvy, you always have something to learn. And the reason I say that is because in my past jobs, I did hold different jobs. And one of them was that I'm really proud of. I worked for a really big international organization for over 10 years. And that was the job that I had that had nothing to do with healthcare. Other than that, I always worked with something that's healthcare. Like right now, I'm in insurance and I work on health claims, right? On disability claims. So during that time when I was outside that healthcare field, I worked in publishing, setting up meetings, administration, sort of documents and things like that. And I also worked on developing websites in a way, like not to the big extent, but I had to attend those courses where you had to know the coding, and, then I was designing books and things like that. So I don't know if I will say that is being tech savvy, because you can be really good at one little field. You can create books, but that doesn't mean you know how to, I'm just going to be funny now, but that doesn't mean you know how to post on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
So really, I consider myself that I don't consider myself. I felt comfortable with the computer. Let's put it that way. I was not scared that there will be something and I will not know how to do, because I was told that we have a training. So I relied on that. And I said, okay, there is a training. So what I don't know, I will learn. And then when I got in and when I saw the training, it was literally like really like that. You take the video and you click here, you click here, you click here, and you go. It's like almost like filling in the blanks.
Yes.
Right? Like you don't have to think, because the training is there, and over time you will learn, because by now I know how to do things without looking at the training, but I didn't know that a few months ago.
Yes, I so agree with you too, because my background at all was not nothing. But as you, I'm comfortable with
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with the computer. I'm comfortable with my phone. I just knew the
Yes.
basic with Facebook as well. But the
Yes.
training that we have, it is super, super
Oh,
amazing.
there are so many
I'm
things
like,
in there. I
it
know. I
is.
didn't
It's
know it
like
exists. It's another
they
world
it is, yeah, and they are upgrading like anything
all the
new. We
time.
get it, like we get
Yeah.
it. We are like on top of the things, and I love that. And not just that, but I mean people over 60 years old are doing it as well, right? They're killing it,
They are doing
and
it.
they're like
Yeah.
they're doing it. So for those people that are
Yes.
saying, "Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
able,"
And they're
or "I'm
usually the
40,"
ones on my end, the internet is cutting out a little bit. Okay.
yeah.
You're
So
good. You're back.
It was good.
yeah, it was so those people, right, like they think, oh, like I'm already old. Don't think it's never too late. It is never too late until the moment that we are under there, because we have over 60 years old in our community that are making it big time.
Actually,
So
they're over 70, even close to
Yes.
74, 5, something like that, I
We
believe.
have one. We're all 90. How old
Is
is
it?
the other one? Yeah,
Yeah,
she
Yes,
no,
went to
we
Mexico
do.
and
The
to
90-year-old. Yeah.
yeah, she's
yeah,
90 years old and she's
Hmm.
enjoying. She bought
yeah,
another
yeah.
house in Mexico. Yeah, it's
So yeah,
amazing.
yep,
It's
it's
never
great.
been too late.
never ever. So thank you,
Yeah,
Andrea.
No
great,
worries. It's a
Claudia.
pleasure.
I have another question, because just to continue with that, because you're talking about training. So training helped you a lot, obviously. So and then being how many months like now you've
Yeah.
been in business? You're a year, more than a year, right? Approximate.
No, I think it's less than a year.
Less than
Time
a year.
flies, but
So, I wanted to ask you, how about your transformation? So, what did
oh,
you notice? What did your family or people that are your friends, did they
okay.
notice any difference in you when you
So,
talk about that?
yes, and I
Mhm.
can say that that transformation is inevitable already within, to me, was at least, I think already within a month or two. I noticed a lot of things started changing.
Mhm.
And we don't think about these things sometimes. We think we are running a business and we're running a business. We think business, but we don't think that there's a lot going on in there that has to do with our mindset, with the way we think, with the way we perceive things. Because if you really think, anyone, even whoever owns a restaurant, it doesn't always have only good days. They all, even if it's a reputable, I don't care if it's Tim Hortons or if it's whatever, pizza, I
Yeah.
don't know, right? Anything that's brick and mortar, not everybody always has good days. It kind of goes up and down. And in order to get out of the down and start going up, we have to be really strong in our minds with our thoughts and how we feel. So this is, for me, the biggest, I was going to say hugest, it's not a word, the biggest eye-opening experience I had with this business, that I did not expect that I will start becoming a different person, but different in a positive way. I have become happier, which I always had a happy personality, but I'm starting to feel it deep inside, and I'm becoming honest with myself, how I feel. Like I'm starting to feel happy, even though I was always known to be a happy girl. So I would
Amen.
say, to me, that is the biggest really transformation that I can testify to.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I know you're right. It's important to have that happiness inside of us. Sometimes it's okay to
Yeah.
smile, and people see you as
Yes.
happy, but they don't really know how do you really feel. So
Yes.
that's actually important to be.
Yes.
And
And
then,
confidence and
yeah,
happiness, all that works together. And we don't even realize, but that's what keeps the ball rolling.
Yeah, because that important very into because they says like when you're happy and when you're willing to do, like you can move mountains
Yes.
with that ball of energy and all that. And because we have a people sometimes ask us, oh, how much money do you make? Oh, is there money in it? Oh, how fast can I make money? So I know that
Yes.
that money are important, but before then you really, if you really start business, you really have to commit to it. You have to
Yes.
do that first step toward toward any success. So step by step,
Correct.
if somebody tell you, oh, oh, you can make money right away within week or within month, so they're lying, because then you know it's not real business. So
Yeah,
that's the
and
big
nobody can
difference.
guarantee it because it depends on you. It depends on what you emit, and that's what you're going to get back. And
Right.
each of us, we have different stories. And I just before we came on here live, I had a few minutes of pleasure to talk to Amelia, right? Like there are moments when life gets in a way and you are running a business. Doesn't matter, it can be your job, doesn't have to be your business, but even at our jobs, sometimes we feel sick and we just feel, can I just call in sick, right? So in the online business, sometimes you feel you want to call in sick too because the life has gotten into the way, and that is okay. But in order, because it's an online business and it's yours, it's now up to you to pick yourself up and keep going. And this is where your that strength, that confidence, and that I mean, Amelia, you needed, like, you could have just dropped it, or you told yourself, no, I'll keep going. Like, I know, and I'm going to, clean it up, and I'm going, right?
Right.
So yeah, so yeah, it's I think it's very important.
Yep, totally. Well, thank you for that. I guess it's something happening, Amelia, in your neighborhood, isn't it?
I know, Amelia.
Oh well. Uh,
You know what they say when you hear an ambulance,
Yeah,
you're
that's
supposed
right.
to say thank you for the help. I'm so happy, I'm healthy, right?
I know. That's
Yeah,
So
true.
me
you're
Yes.
the
too.
gratitude
Me
part.
too.
That's right. So it stopped everything. Okay, that
I
means
know.
that we are real human being.
Yes.
So yeah, wow, I can really relate what you're saying, Andrea. Before I start this online business, my number one goal is to have income right away. It's the first
Yes.
thing come out in my mind.
Yeah.
How much I gonna gain, how much I can, but
Yeah.
when I started, it's amazed me. It's like, no, it's like money is important, but it changed
Yes.
my personality, it changed my behavior
Yes.
and everything. It's priceless, and then the community is amazing, actually.
Yes.
You can reach out to anybody, and you can gain lots of friends, and like you guys, I never know you because
Yeah.
Right.
you're
Right.
there and
Yeah,
I
you
same
wouldn't know
here.
know
Bianca
I
if it
you
wasn't
wouldn't.
for here.
it's
Yeah.
amazing how
Or even
yeah,
Claudia, Amelia.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Same
yeah.
So
here, yes.
hmm
That's
so
great.
yeah, so
Really
Yeah.
that's the
nice.
benefits of this
So yeah,
business. And
let's
then yeah, it's not all about money. So but yeah, we're very grateful
No.
we find this real business that we have. Yeah. So and I'm gonna ask you more, just a little bit.
yeah,
And
go ahead.
we're all here, and then I know we have so many people around there sitting in the pens and waiting and wondering, and they keep saying like, I don't know if this is a scam or this is real. And can you yeah, I know, can you say something for them to just like, ace their worries, or they're really curious about it. Maybe you can
Well,
add something or can tell them, a little bit.
you know, because of people like that. Okay, so when I saw this opportunity and I went in there and I looked, I knew for my own reasons, I knew this was it, and I had
Mhm.
no questions about it. Okay, because there were certain parts of the business that I was already familiar with from before. Okay,
Mhm.
now, because I know that we get those questions, people that are questioning us, they're like, okay, well, it's online, It's not something you can hold. It's not brick and mortar. It's not something with an address somewhere, right? So of course, people, they don't see it, so they don't know what it is. So of course, they will be asking a lot of questions, and it's normal to be questioning it, to not being sure. Fear as well is just a normal part of our reaction to something that's unknown. So what I'm starting to do as well is I'm in here and I know it's legitimate, but I am now starting to pretend I'm someone who's asking all these questions, and I'm starting to dig on internet to actually see. So when a person is skeptical, we encourage, go and do your own research. But I never did a research because I didn't need it. But what if somebody needs that research? What information are they exposed to? So it's an ongoing project, but I have come across, yes, some information which is very good and some information that's not good. And that goes for any business, not just this one, not just an online business. It goes for anything. Like, personally, I don't like to go to pizza. I prefer to go somewhere else, right? And somebody loves pizza. Okay, so it's really something very, very personal. So if you find that you have a lot of questions, there's a lot of advice we can give. Number one, ask questions from us. Bombard us with questions, because we have the answers for you. And if we don't, we will find the answer for you. Number two, do your own research, because there's no point in me talking you into running something that you don't want to do. I had that before. Danka maybe knows, right? I had one video that I recorded and I talked about colors. Like, if you don't like color red, I cannot force you to wear color red. So it's the same thing I find with an online business. Don't be scared. It's legitimate because we have facts. We know governments all over the world recognize it. We live in Canada, so we know we have a T4A that we get. So we pay taxes, right? It's not something that we are doing it under the table and nobody has to know about it. Number two, we are here. You see our names. You see our faces. We are not hiding behind a robot voice or behind a cartoon video or I don't know what, right? Like, you see us and everybody else. We're thousands, okay? I don't know what else can I think of to show that this is legitimate, because, once steps are taken within this business. So the step number one is to go to the website, and you see the websites that are on the pages, right? You go and you check that out. That is step number one. And if you like what you hear, you go to the next step, and there is a next step, and there are steps forever to take here, because it keeps evolving. It never ends. The staircase never ends. But the first step is these websites, right? So I don't know what else to say, because if it's not for you, then just don't. I was going to say don't bother. Don't expose yourself to stress if this is not for you. We love it, right?
You're right.
All of us. I love it. I'm happy.
I love it as well. I have.
That's right.
Yeah, I have actually have a lot of few people that I know, and they're saying, oh, like this is not for me because, but then I have reached to some people because I know this is going to transform their life, because it, we've seen it, right, and stuff like that, and they're still saying, I'm not gonna tell nobody, because to tell you the truth, I was doing a favor to you guys. I was actually doing a favor. I want to help you because I know you have a family, and I know that things can come up in the future, right? So I want you to guys to get prepared. But I said, that's it, if people want to come in.
It's the same thing, like I said earlier as I was talking. I was ready. So, certain people are just not ready, and they may never be ready. But when we are ready, when we talk about, I don't know if I should mention it, but when we talk about law of attraction, when you're ready inside, then you start recognizing different signals that the universe, or if you want to say higher power or whatever, some people talk about God, right? They're always signals. You know the story with the guy who drowned? He was, I don't know where I read it. So he was on like a little boat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And one big boat came and said, "Oh, sir, do you need help?" And he said, "No, no, God will save me." And then they left. And then another boat came and he said, "No, I don't need help because God will save me." And then he drowned. And then he went and he asked God, "Why didn't you help me?" And he says, "I sent two boats." Right?
I know.
So he was not ready. He was
Isn't-
not
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah,
recognize
that's
the
it.
It's
help,
very stubborn, right? Very
right?
stubborn.
So if we are not ready, we will not recognize the boats. This is a
Yeah.
huge boat.
Yeah.
The boat we have is huge.
It's a big
Yeah.
one. It's bigger than
That's right.
Titanic.
Yeah. But sometimes people will reject it and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but this
okay.
is
Like,
Yeah.
exactly that the story is perfect because what he had to do, that first step, give a hand, that first
Yes.
step that they have to
Yes.
do. And that's problem what
Yeah.
you were saying, Claudia. So they just are afraid to do that first step. And I don't understand why. I mean, especially because it's really free to
Free.
get
Yeah.
information. I mean,
I know it's free. Come on. Like,
yes,
what good is that?
And no
exactly.
risk. It's
So
90 minutes, really.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you know,
nothing else.
we spent like I'm not a movie person to tell you the truth. I don't waste my time in movies no more like before.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like when I used to see movies, I'm like I used to get so upset because I'm like this guys is so bad at this and that, and they don't give you anything in life. And this is
of
90
course.
minutes that is going to transform your life, you know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
your family's life, and leave a legacy for your family as
Yes.
well.
Well, even if it's not
That's right.
for them, they still learn something. They still learn what's out there. So maybe
Yes.
they'll get introduced to something else, and
They'll
maybe
be
they'll just say,
informed.
"Oh, I know about this, but maybe the other thing is better for them." So
Mhm.
basically, you
Yeah.
always learn. So it's not there's
Yes.
it's not it's you still don't lose. So whatever.
Yes,
Exactly.
because I also say our business, why we say it's not for everybody, it's because not everybody, Amelia, not everybody can be a nurse, right?
Mhm.
Not
Yes.
everybody can be a lawyer, right? Not
That's
everybody
right.
can be an accountant. Not everybody can be a cook. So this is
Yes.
exactly the
Agree.
same thing. It's not for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but it's for anyone. Anyone can do
Anyone
it,
who's willing.
Mm-hmm.
but you have
Yeah.
to know yourself if this
Right.
is for you, if you will thrive in it. Because people that are here, they thrive in it.
Mhm.
They
Totally
grow
agree.
and they
Yeah.
become
Mm-hmm.
amazing people that were hiding
Yeah.
somewhere deep, 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 right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Instead, if you want some changes, you need to do something. Take action.
Yeah,
Yeah, take action. Search and go to our website, any one of us, and watch the webinar. It's really a must. You need to understand what you're going into, and
Yeah.
if you like it or not, it's fine. If you like it, we are really happy to help you guys. And if you don't now, if you're not, it's fine. No stressing out. We're very, you don't lose, actually, you gain a lot. So that's what
yeah.
that's. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
we thank you
just
so much, everyone, and I think that's conclude our interview for Andrea, and we're so grateful for having you, Andrea.
No
You're really
worries.
amazing.
It was fun.
thank
Okay,
you,
Yeah,
Andrea.
so
that was fun.
I just wanna
you can
say
add
one.
something, Claudia or Duncan.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanna say one more thing, guys. If you want different results, start doing different things. Don't expect the same
Yeah.
results with you doing the same stuff every time in your life because it won't work. We need to do different things for different results. So I just wanna leave you with that, and thank you so much. Have a great evening and good morning and
Thank
good
you.
afternoon. Bye.
Yeah, I just want to
Bye.
say,
Good
whatever
night. Thank
your
you. Thank
thoughts are,
you.
that's just how your life is, right? So if we
Yes.
think we can and it's not for us, so then it's not
That's
for
right.
us, right? If we think
Exactly.
it is for us, so here we are. We
Yeah,
are here because
exactly.
we know it's for us. Anyway,
Yes.
we are here to help anybody. Thank you very much for watching. If you are here till the end, that means you want to find out more. So we are here. Just reach to us. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, ladies. And thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye bye.
night.